Hi, this is a video that goes over traditional multiplication, which is standard for NBTB5. I'll be going over 3 by 1, so 3-digit numbers times a 1-digit number, and then I'll go over 4-digit numbers by a 1-digit. When I'm doing this, I'll try to have it so I start with an easier problem and then they progressively will get more difficult. Okay, so here's the first problem. Okay, this is 423 times 2. So what I first do is with the lower number, I just put a dot. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply, but I'm always going to go to the ones place first. So I say 2 times 3 is 6. This is only 1 digit, so I'm going to bring it down. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next. I'm going to go to the tens house now. So I start at the dot and I say 2 times 2, that's 4. Since it's only 1 digit, I bring it down. Now I'm going to go to the last number right here. I start at the dot, and then I go 2 times 4 is 8. Again, it's 1 digit, so I bring it down. So this is the answer to my first problem, 846. Next problem. Let's make it a little harder. Again, we do the same thing. We put a dot, and then we go to the number in the ones place. 7 times 6 is 42. Now, just like with addition and subtraction, the ones place goes down and the tens place always goes up. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the tens house. So it's going to be 7 times 2 is 14, and then I add the 4. 15, 16, 17, 18. Now I know the ones place goes down and the tens place goes up. And now I go to the hundreds place. I start at the dot. 7 times 3 is 21, and then I add the 1, 22. And then I know the ones place goes down. And the tens place, since there's no other digit here, it goes down 2, and I put my comma. There's my answer. Okay. Now for the hardest one. So again, I just put my dot, and now I go to the ones house, always the ones house first. So 3 times 9 is 27. The ones place goes down, and the tens place goes up. And I always put a plus sign so I remember I'm timesing, then adding. Now I'm in a times. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, and there's only a ones place, so that number goes down. And now I go back to the dot, and now I'm going to times 3 times the hundreds place, so 3 times 4 is 12. So the 2 would go down, and since there's no other digit up here in the thousands place, I would also drop that 1, 2. So here's my answer to the third problem. Now, this problem looks super scary, but this is actually the easiest problem I could think of for a 4-digit by 1-digit. So again, you do the same pattern. You put a dot, and then you multiply the lower number by the number in the ones place. So 2 times 3 is 6. It's 1 digit, so it just goes down. Now I go to the tens house. 2 times 2 is 4. It's 1 digit, so I just put it down. Then I go to the hundreds. 2 times 4 is 8. It's again 1 digit. I put it down. And then I go to the last digit. 2 times 3 is 6. It's again 1 digit, so I put it down. Here's my answer. Pretty easy. Now I'm going to do this one, and you can see that if it was 4 digits on top, 5, 6, 7, as long as you're doing the repeated pattern, it's always the same thing. You always put a dot, and now I'm going to say go to the ones house. So 4 times 7 is 28. The 8 goes down, the 2 goes up, and I put a plus sign to remember to add. Now I say 4 times the tens house. So 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 18. So I have 18. The ones place goes down, the tens place goes up. Now the only reason why this one's hard is because we have just a 0 in the top number. So I say 4 times 0 is 0, and then I add the 1 is 1. Again, that's one digit, so I just bring it down. And I go to my last digit. 4 times 6 is 24. The 4 goes down, and there's no other digit over here, so I just have to drop the 2. Here's my number, 24,188. I hope that helps. Thanks. Bye.